bunch of apples here, crab apples that I picked today. I washed them off. Everything's been sterilized. I'm chopping them up. I'm putting them in this bucket. I'm going to throw sugar in with it. And we're going to make us some crabapple wine. I don't know what to do next with this. If I should treat it like my rhubarb and put sugar in it, or if I should just go with it in the bags, or what. We'll see. It's a little bit of a gamble. I put 10 pounds or so of sugar in that. I might treat it like I did my rhubarb. I'm going to see if that pulls some moisture out. And yeah, we'll see what happens. Okay, so it's morning, and I don't know how good you can see that. I've got a fair amount of liquid going on in there. Quite a bit of sugar on top still, but you can see it's all wet. That's good. I'm going to mash this stuff up, I think. See the fluid happening over there in the far corner. That's excellent. So it's working. The crabapple wine. It has everything in it. I didn't follow the recipe very well. I threw the crab apples into the bucket. I threw a whole bunch of sugar in there, and I let it sit overnight. And today I put a whole bunch of water in it, distilled water, and then I put all the chemicals in it. I'm going to give it 24 hours, and tomorrow I'm going to take those out, and I'm going to put them into my other fermenting bucket. I'm going to mash them with the potato masher, and then I'm going to take the juice out. I'm going to put it back in there, and I might add the last gallon of water to it, or I might not. We'll see how much fluid's in there, and then we'll go from there. We'll throw yeast, maybe tomorrow, possibly the next day. I sterilized my gear, and I was going to take this potato masher, and I was going to mash up the apples that were just floating around in here, but they were like rubber, so I just strained them out, strained the juice, and put it in there. And I'd already put the Campden Crush in there for the 24 hours and everything else except for the yeast. So I did that the other night, and I forgot to record. And now I have thrown the yeast in there yesterday, and it had nice bubbles happening on the top. It's starting a little slow. I don't think I had it open enough for the Campden Crush to clear out. So hopefully that doesn't hurt too much, but I've stirred it a few times now, and we're going to see what happens. It looks like I got some chunks of apple floating around in there that's going to have to go, but for now it's good. I think I might throw a cinnamon stick in it. I'm not really sure. Or might go pick some more apples and put them in some sugar to draw the juices out, and then do the same thing with them. Throw a Campden Crush in with them and then just put that juice in there just to give it a little bit more apple flavor, but not add any water to it. And we'll go from there. I might do that to redo, because it started at 1.021, I believe is what the hydrometer was reading, I think, or was it 4.1? Let me take a look here. It started out at 1.021 on the hydrometer. That's where it started. And I could have actually started it at 1.030. I think it said started at 1.090, but I don't care. I want wine ski, apple ski wine ski. Yeah, this stuff, if I'm gonna make it, it's gonna have punch. I mean, you drink this stuff and I want it to flatten you. So that's the ticket, high alcohol content, but decent flavor too. We'll see what's happening. We'll report back here in a while. I'm not going to do the specific gravity right now in the thing because I already checked it hasn't dropped. The yeast hasn't done much. So we're going to button this back up so the fruit flies stay over. We'll report back later. Okay guys, well, the rhubarb is barely doing anything. Pretty well dead. I haven't seen a bubble come out of the airlock in a while. It's starting to clear, and I'm racking the Crabapple wine. Now, I didn't show you the process. Don't mind the room. Everything has been sterilized properly with this stuff. I'm not giving them endorsement or anything, but that's just to show that I used a sterilizing agent, and it's all been rinsed off very nicely. So this is what we're doing. So the airlock has worked good. It's kept the bugs out. I only just used water in it. Some channels say that the bugs can swim through the water. I don't think they're swimming anywhere. I might put some whiskey in there though, but you never know. And there's not too much activity going on here at all. No real fermentation going on. Maybe a tiny little bit as per the bubbles, but I hope so because it's still pretty sweet. I'd like it to dry out a little bit more, and them little bubbles are telling me that it might be. Now, I put it in a different room. It's a little warmer in here, and we're having a week of hot weather, so that should be helping things. And I'm working on some other stuff. I'm going to play around with some blackberry lemon, and I bought 3 watermelons, so we're going to see what happens with that too. Yeah, it's going good, guys. Hope you guys are enjoying this. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you would. This isn't really going to be a winemaking channel, I don't think, but it's just something I'm doing right now, and I figured I'd throw her out there. So that's what we got going on, guys. Well, it's been a couple of weeks since I started doing this. Man, the airlock has slowed right down. The specific gravity is almost down to 1.00, and it tastes delicious. The last couple of days I've been adding like a tablespoon of sugar to it, and that speeded it up a little bit, but only for a little while. And I can tell now that it is just about done. I don't want to overdo it. Like, I could put a bunch more sugar in this, and I could have a situation like I have with my rhubarb wine, which it's okay. It'll get you drunk. I know it'll get you drunk, but it's a bit sweet for my care. It's 1.20. It's a bit sweet. I mean, it's drinkable. It's a dessert wine, I guess. It's drinkable. It's quite sweet though. And I don't really care for that. I wished it was a little bit drier, but there's not much I can do about it now. I mean, I could split it, but I already have 20 liters of it. I don't really need 40 liters of it. There's still some bubbles on the top. I stirred it up today to degas it a little bit, but it's really, I don't think it's going to do too much. It's a little bit warm in here. It was 78 degrees Fahrenheit, which is on the upper limits of 1118. So I cooled the room down, and we're hoping that that will solve some of that. Maybe that's why. I don't know, but the Crabapple wine, she's doing really good. I missed a bunch of the steps with the video, but this is where we're at. And you guys are going to see this here in another video. Maybe I might do the watermelon video, I don't know. But I made watermelon wine too. And then I got in here, it's a pretty dirty container on the outside, but it's all sterilized and clean. I just been slobbing it up, stirring stuff. In there I have black cherries, sweet black cherries. And I put a bunch of grapes in there, and I want to get rid of grapes, so I end up picking them all out. That was a pain in the butt. I should put them in a bag. And in here we have blackberry juice with a little bit of sugar added and some yeast thrown to it. And it was trying to bubble, but it's taken a while. I don't know what's going on with that. But you can hear this stuff fizzing, and you can see this stuff going. This is almost done. And let me tell you, this is delicious. I put one cinnamon stick in it for taste, and boy, oh boy, she's good stuff. I wish I had two of them instead of the rhubarb. And we're hoping this doesn't taste like butt. That's what I've seen in some videos, but I used 1116 in this, recommended by the wine store. They said it was faster, and so it might not get that rind taste to it, which is good because I don't want that. I want it to taste like watermelon. And it's gurgling away. It was really going yesterday. It's slowing down a little bit though. But that's good. It started fairly high too. I forget what I started this gravity at, but it was up there. She should be around probably 16-17%, I figure, by the time it's finished. Hoping for 18, but I don't really know. I'm probably not going to be able to calculate it because I added a little bit. But I'll tell you, you be careful drinking this stuff. It'll get you drunk. So, but it tastes really good. I like it. So that's a good thing. That's the main thing, is that you like what you made. I don't really care so much for this, but I'm going to give some of it away after I drink a bottle to make sure it doesn't make me sick. And I know it won't. I've drank a little bit of it, and it's not bad, but it's a bit sweet. So here we go.